Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. I'm a speech language pathologist turned homeschool mom to two boys, a third grader and a first grader. And in today's video, we're gonna do a week using History Quest. We've been using History Quest this homeschool year. This is the ancient times and we have been loving it. And I thought it would be fun to do a walkthrough of like what our Monday through Friday looks like. I'll walk you along what we do day by day. Spoiler, Monday through Thursday, we do a lot of reading through this reader. And every morning I ask my boys questions about what they've learned from the day before. Specifically, this really helps my first grader. So I just ask the open-ended question every morning of, what did you learn in history yesterday? And see where his little answer leads, because that really has helped my first grader stay in the know on history. So come along, join us for a week in history. So this is History Quest. This is our reader. It's a Monday, so we're gonna flip to where we're at. We're on chapter 22, Byzantine Empire. And for our breakfast reading, I'm just gonna read for probably 5 minutes and I'll show you where we leave off. So this is day 2 of history. We started here learning about Justinian. I didn't say that Monday we were reading about how the Roman Empire split apart into two, the Western and Eastern, and how the Eastern became known as the Byzantine Empire eventually. So today we got through learning a bit about Justinian the Great. We also did some map study here, looking at this map. And today's lesson was all about learning about Justinian, how he was a commoner who, his uncle was also a commoner, but his uncle Justin became the emperor, and then he will eventually succeed his uncle. So we got through this page and then half of this page. So Wednesday we will pick back up. So I'm here to talk about what we got up to in history on Wednesday and Thursday. We continued to learn about Justinian and his reign as an emperor of the Byzantines, and how he beautified the city of Constantinople, building a beautiful cathedral that's still here today, the Hagia Sophia, in what is now Turkey. And then we also learned Wednesday and Thursday about how Justinian really wanted to recapture Western Rome, which had fallen to the Visigoths and the Vandals. We learned how Justinian had a wonderful general named Belisarius, and Belisarius was making advances on capturing or recapturing back parts of northern Africa and parts of Italy, but Justinian became paranoid that Belisarius wanted to become emperor himself, but that was just not true. So we learned a lot about how Justinian made kind of like an ego move about how Belisarius was not to be trusted, but really, in fact, he was trusted. And instead he sent other generals who did not do a good job in recapturing what was former Western Rome, part of the Western Roman Empire. And that led up to today, on Thursday, us continuing to learn how the plague took over the Byzantine Empire and many died. And that's kind of where we left it. And that how in 565 CE, both Justinian and Belisarius did die. But in fact, the Byzantine Empire survived nearly 1,000 more years. And tomorrow for Friday, this is where we really do a lot of history work, because so far we've just done 5 to 10 minutes of reading per day at breakfast. But tomorrow on Friday is where we'll really get into what we do in history with our history hop. We're going to jump back in time to around 500 CE and meet someone a real person who lived during this time, during the Byzantine Empire. Meet her. It's going to be Justinian's wife, in fact. We'll do this reading. They'll do their timeline. They'll do their map. They'll do their copywork. And we'll probably also do a video on the Hagia Sophia building. So yeah, that is where we're up to so far in history. Good morning, it's Friday, our fun Friday. So we're on our history hop. We're learning about chariot races. So we're history hopped back to chariot races. And here my two guys, while I read, they had breakfast, but now they're finished breakfast. So they're doing their coloring page of the circus performer that we're learning about. So here they are. So this is part of our history for Fun Friday. We're going to be doing our coloring pages, our timelines, our copywork, and our map. We've got our timeline notebooks out. We're looking for 530 CE.
Am I in CE?
You are in CE.
We found it.
We found it. So you're gonna, he knows what to do. He's gonna glue it in to his timeline notebook. Nice, buddies. And we're gonna label this the Byzantine Empire. So this is our history travel log. So my little guy wrote, I traveled to the Byzantine Empire. Next he'll use a star sticker to locate where the Byzantine Empire is. And then he'll hop to about 500 CE. And then he'll draw a picture of something that he found there. And then for my first grader, I'm his scribe for during my travels too, and then he'll write the Byzantine Empire. But then for this, I'll be his scribe to talk about who he met, who he saw, and what he learned about. And sometimes we follow these little headers, but oftentimes I just white them out and he just tells me what he wants to tell me. And I will say, this is my first grader's copywork page. He has the big lines. My third grader has smaller lines. And this is the map we'll later fill out. This is my first grader's copywork. His copywork is shorter than my third grader's, which I'll be showing you at a later date. My third grader wants to present to you guys his history information that he worked on. So I am going to film him showing you his timeline and anything else he wants to show you guys.
Hello everyone. So I am my third grader. So I did my history travel log, and I didn't write Byzantine Empire yet, but we're learning about the Byzantine Empire. As you see, some of this might be in cursive. And I have a star sticker right here. And this is where we hop. So I like do high jumps for the close ones and like low ones for like 20,000s or something. And I'm gonna show you my picture. I drew a lot of pictures, but this is my chariot racing picture.
This is the History Quest study guide that has the copywork and the map work. So this has a lot of information in it that I didn't do all of this. They have a schedule, but I did not follow that schedule at all. But this is the labels that we're going to use for our map. We're doing map 12 of the Byzantine Empire. And then this is my first grader's copywork. And then this is my third grader's copywork. And they have an art project that we didn't do, that was recommended. They have short questions and narration that you can pick and choose from. There's so much in this study guide that I do really recommend this. And next year we're doing middle times, and I will be using this study guide a bit more, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We are starting our map work. We have my third grader. He is shading in the Byzantine Empire. And then this is the map they can copy from. That is in the History Quest book. And for my first grader, I'm his scribe, so we'll cut those out and he'll glue them into his map. But my third grader is going to be writing in those items. So you guys, that finishes up our History Quest for the whole week. That's kind of a week what we do for our history. So a lot of reading Monday through Thursday, and then Friday is, I mean, this took probably about 2 hours to complete in total for Friday, but we have fun Fridays so that we can really delve into history and really get to explore the maps and doing our copy work for our good handwriting and answering questions of what they learned about during the timeline and just having a good time with history and enjoying it and it not being, I try not to make it as rushed as I felt when I was a kid learning history. Well guys, that is it for this video. Let me know if you have any comments, questions in the comment section below. Say hi in the comments if you'd like to. And with that being said, I hope you are having a fantastic day wherever you are. Thanks for watching. Bye.